Hey y'all, welcome on in. My name is Alex, the Creative Llama. If you see that red live box right there, that means I'm live, but if you don't see it, you're just catching the replay. So we are going to create a home leaner windmill sign, and we're going to do some, not funky colors, but a little bit different color. I was going to do red, but I changed my mind last minute, okay? So comment the word windmill, and I will send you the supply list for everything I'm using, but we have some painting to do, okay? So let's take off some of these pieces. And we're gonna do some, I think, what is it? Chippy? I think we're gonna do the chippy method on some of this. So let's go ahead and get painting. I am going to base coat this in Storm. Hello, good morning. Hi, Leona. So I'm gonna base coat this in Storm because we are going to do the chippy method. So we need an undercolor for that. And then we're gonna go on top of this with white, I believe. Hello, yes, comment the word windmill. Oh Lord, y'all, something about my internet today. Sorry if it goes in and out for you. So I'm gonna use all chalk paste to paint today. But you could use acrylic paint for this. You don't have to use the chalk paste. And all the colors I'm using are in that link for you, or in the message when you comment the word windmill. All right, y'all, how's your morning going? What have you been up to? What are you doing today? I am gonna be adding lots of stuff to the website today, my cutout website. So y'all be on the lookout. Make sure you're in the cutout group. If you comment the word windmill and you click on join my free groups, you can go over there and actually join. Hi, Darlene. Hi, Maureen. How are you? You can actually join over there. But I will be posting all the new stuff later today. Lots of stuff is going to be added because I'm about caught up on orders. Finally, I have a few more to get out today, and then I will be working on new stuff. Hanging out with your granddaughter, PT. All right, getting this nice and covered, and gonna try to do even strokes, and there it is, right? That's to the side, and then we're gonna do the frame in this too. Louise, hello, my friend, how are you? All right, so we're gonna paint everything, and then we're gonna do the chippy method. I love the chippy method. Have any of y'all tried it before? Good morning, Michelle. How are you? Thank you for sharing. I so appreciate it. Ooh, you're in Tennessee. How fun. How fun. All right. Getting this covered. I'm good. I am pretty good, if I say so myself. Alrighty. Nice and covered, like so. Let me kind of smooth it out a little bit. And there is that one, okay? We're gonna save that brush in case we need to go back over. Thank you for sharing. So we are doing a little home porch, not a porch leaner, but a home sign. I'm never able to get even strokes. That's okay. It all evens out. Okay, so let's go in with white. We're going to do white beads. So this is a beaded frame. I know we're almost to 14,000 followers. Isn't that so cool? I'm supposed to be presenting for Craft Around the Crock, but I don't think Miss Tracy has shared my video into that group yet, which is odd. That's okay though. We'll still craft. We'll still hang out. All right. We're going to get in there. I'm going to try not to put, well, forget that. I was going to say I'm not going to try to put so much on my brush because of the edges, but too late. Hi, Robbie. How are you? So this is actually a cutout I had in a live sale like over a year ago, and I never got to craft with it, and I saw someone do something with it, and I was like, okay, I want to use it. So that is what we're doing. So let me offload and get this completely covered. The white will probably need another coat. But once we're kind of done painting these pieces, then we'll do the chippy method and all that over there. Hi, Barbara. How are you? When y'all pop on, say hey. Our keyword today is windmill. Did y'all get the notification today? I don't know who got it and who didn't. Good morning, Lisa. How are you, my friend? All right. This is nice and covered. We do have quite a bit of painting, but it's going to be cute. I promise. I promise, I promise, I promise. You got it. I'm good, Barbara. Okay, cool. Y'all got it. I don't know what's working and what's not, so that's why I ask. All right, we're going to paint our letters in black. Hi, Marilyn. How are you? We're going to paint our letters in black, and then we're going to paint our windmill in gray. I meant to paint that when I was painting the gray stuff. That's okay. I'm glad that y'all are here. I'm glad that y'all are hanging out. Be sure to hit the heart button. Comment our keyword. And hang out till the end. We'll do a little giveaway at the end. Okay. So we're just getting these painted in black. But I just got out. That's okay. Not a big deal. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Let me look this up. Interesting. Okay. Sorry. At work trying to watch you. Don't get in trouble now. Don't get in trouble now. Okay. Let's go back in. Finish up with the black. My black is a little on the drier side, so it's not spreading as easily, but that's okay. You can just add a little bit of water to it. I'm not going to just because it's fine. Okay. Oh, Boone says hello. Boone says hi. All right. Last letter, and then we're going to try to do a little galvanized look on the windmill, and we're going to see how that turns out. Yes, he's sitting right here behind the camera outside just staring at me. I'm watching 4 of my grandchildren. That's okay, Miss Lisa. I totally understand. Not a big deal. Thanks for popping in. Alrighty. So let's pull this back out, y'all. This black just gets everywhere. You know what I mean? Okay. So we're going to go in with our Storm. Now you could use a darker gray. I'm just going to use Storm. It'd probably look better with a darker gray with what I'm going to do, but that's okay. So just painting this all on here. He does want in. He always wants in. But then when he's in here, he causes a ruckus and he starts trouble with Tucker. Like he did last night. Oh, he's like, Mom, I don't like that. He just barked at me. Hi, Carol. How are you? All right. Getting this organized. Let me kind of put things back. Let's do another coat on our beads, and then the fun part will start. Good morning, Miss Lois. How are you? I hope you're doing well, okay. We are just busy painting. We're putting together a little everyday home sign. It's more farmhouse, I guess. So this might be your jam if you're into farmhouse look. But bear with me while we get everything painted. Like so. Hi, Nicole. Yeah, he says, stop talking about me, Mom. He's mad at me. He's like, stop it, lady. Oh, he's a mess. Okay. There we go. Alrighty. I think we're done with the white. I don't say much, but I like watching you. Of course, Miss Louise, not a problem. You don't have to comment. you know, that's not a requirement. I would love for you to chat, but it's okay if you don't. No hard feelings. All right, let me clean this up. Maybe. Get this out. They're about to start barking, I think. Hi, Jan. How are you? Sorry, y'all. I feel like I'm a little distracted today. Okay, let's get our backer board nice and dry. Hi, Craft Company, or Craft Crazy Company. I know, I am trash talking about Viv. Good morning. Sorry, y'all, my internet's going in and out for whatever reason. But let's get this dry. We are going to do the chippy method, but this has to be completely dry before we do anything. I did get one of those mats that you use. Yay! Ooh, blood drawn. That's not fun. Okay, so if you're just jumping on, say hey. Welcome on in. My name is Alex. Make sure you comment the word Windmill, and I will send you the supply list for everything that I'm using. That's okay. I'm very excited about winning as I've never done. Yay! All right. So this has to be completely dry. Hi, Dee. How are you? And I got it a little thick in some areas, so it is going to take a hot second for it to dry. But we also want this to dry as well, because we're going to chippy both of these. So I went in and I used the color Storm in my chalk paste to paint. And then we're going to go, what we're going to do is we're going to mix a little bit of teal and white to lighten up the teal. And we're going to do the frame in teal. We're going to see how that looks. We're going to try. Hi, Janet from Long Island, New York. Well, welcome on in. If you are new here, let us know that you're new. Don't be afraid to say hey. Make sure you're commenting, because I do a giveaway at the end for people who are commenting. That's okay, Stephanie. I didn't even realize that's what you said. So I guess my question is, should we just do teal? So here, we're gonna chippy this. So I'm gonna wax it, and then I'm gonna put white on top of this part, right? And then I'm gonna wax the frame, and we are going to paint this in teal. But should I keep it the teal color, or should I lighten it up a little bit with white? What do y'all think? I was gonna do red for this, for the frame part, but I decided, let's do something a little different. Let's do something a little different. Oh yeah, all the time. It's okay. Teal, keep it teal. Hello, Cheryl. How are you? Just teal. Okay. Oh, Miss Cheryl, I'm sorry. You just got a message. Need you and just saw you. Karen, I am so glad that you are here. Lighten it up. I'm kind of thinking lightening it up. Just a tad. Just a tad. But our paste has to be completely dry before we do anything. Okay, I think we're good there. So let me get out my wax, maybe, if I know where it is. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh, y'all. We might be, oh, literally right here. Good morning, Sandy. How are you? You like the teal. Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to heat up my wax to soften it, because mine is a little, like dry, I guess. And I'm going to use my finger, and I am just going to apply the wax. Ooh, that's a little much. Kind of all over in some areas. Trying not to get it too thick. It would be easier if I used like a candle, I think, for the look I'm wanting, but we don't have that, so we're gonna make do with what we got. Hi, Tammy, how are you? Sharon, it might be my internet. For whatever reason, on Thursdays, my internet does not like me. I probably am putting too much on here, y'all. But we'll see, we'll see. I'm no expert in chippy, so don't judge me. Here, here, here. Okay, now let me take off some of the thickness of the wax because I think I got a little too much. I am gonna heat it up to kind of help move it. And thin it out just a little. No, it's probably mine. Hi, Michelle. No, it's probably my internet. I put way too much on here. So we're gonna see how this works. This might be a disaster. So we're gonna set this to the side. And then we're gonna do the same thing over here. What I'm gonna try is using one of these little sponge brushes to see if that helps. So let's go in with the sponge brush and see if that kind of helps. Yeah, that's better. It's not as thick in some areas. I think it'll be fine using that with, I think so too, Miss Karen. We'll see. We will see. You can do chippy with glue. I didn't know that. Amazon. These came from Amazon. They're linked in my Amazon storefront, Louise. If you comment the word Windmill, okay, that will give you a bunch of info. It'll give you the supply list, but it'll also give you a link to my storefront on Amazon. And those are linked right in there. You just have to go down to Amazon favorites. That's in the message. Okay. Here we go. Y'all ready? Let's see how this turns out. So let's start with the bigger piece because that's going to obviously take longer to dry. So I'm going to pull this back out and we are going to paint this in white. I am going to use my white chalk paste to do this, okay? And I'm just going to do my best to get it covered. I don't expect it to be perfect because I do want some of that gray to kind of come through. That's kind of my goal. I knew, what are you doing? Diane, I am making, we're doing the chippy method, but I am making a home like windmill leaner. This is about almost 16 inches tall. And it is available on my cutout sites. And make sure that y'all join my broadcast channel because I might give you a code to use to save some money on this one, on this cutout, if you want it. So make sure you join in there and I will post that as soon as I hop off. Okay, a little bit more. And it's not gonna be perfect, and that's okay. All right, so there is what we have. We're gonna set this to the side and we're gonna let this start to dry while we work on, my internet really doesn't like me. Don't keep going over it. Good morning, Cheryl. How are you? All right. Get this dry. All right, so we are going to lighten up our teal a little bit. So I'm at the end of my jar of this white. So we're gonna add a little bit of the teal to the white jar to lighten it up, okay? I'm going to, maybe not, we'll just use a detail tool or a multi-tool. I'm gonna pick up quite a bit of teal and put it into this jar, and I'm gonna mix. Yes, comment the word windmill. That will get you the supply list and everything I'm using, but we are mixing up teal and white just to lighten it a smidge. Now, if you want to do the teal, you could totally keep it teal. That is a-okay. But I wanted mine to be a little bit lighter. All right, what do y'all think compared to this? Do y'all like this, or should I lighten it up a little bit more? I can add more white to it, but I think it looks pretty good. Watching from Alabama. Well, welcome, Miss Janice. I don't know why you just got oh, it's probably because you commented new. I'm sorry if you got that message. That wasn't meant, you weren't meant to get that. Do y'all like this, or should we lighten it up even more? Like it. Okay. We like it. Looks good. Okay, awesome. That kind of reminds me of eggshell blue that we used to have. That's really pretty. Hi, Janice. How are you? Thanks, Sandra. All right, let's pull this out. Let me get another brush, and we're going to paint this. Yes. So I'm really curious to see how this is going to look on here. Ooh, y'all. I like it. I like this. I like it a lot, actually. So I'm just trying to get it covered. Remember, we added the wax down. So wherever that wax is, when we go to chippy it off or, you know, peel it off, that's where the gray will shine through. Okay. It goes with my shirt. You're right. Good on the sister. Oh, have so much fun, Miss Janice. I hope you enjoy it. Ooh, I really like this color. We got to name this color. What should we name this? Alrighty. That looks good. I am going to close up my lid, or close up my jar, if I can. I've got paste all over my hands. Let me wipe them up. Egg teal. All right, let's dry. Sky blue. I think this is really pretty. All right, so we're gonna dry this, and then we are going to take our paste scraper and we're gonna scrape off sea foam. Yeah. I'm gonna scrape off where we put the wax, but we gotta make sure it's completely dry before we do any of that. Robin Egg, that's a good name. Go lightly teal. All right, so we'll get this dry, and then as soon as we're done drying both things, we'll chippy it, or we'll do this one first, but then it's going to be time to put it together. Okay, so y'all hit the heart button for me. Be sure to sprinkle the video if you can, and make sure you comment and interact. That way your name gets entered in to win a prize at the end, some Happy Meal. But the only way you can get entered is to comment and interact. It looks like a pastel to you, baby teal. All right. Not completely dry right here. Thank you for sprinkling, Miss Donna. I appreciate it. Love the color. Thank you, Lois. All right, and I am gonna wipe the insides. I feel like we should we sand? Probably, huh? Let me sand, yeah. Let me just sand the edges a little bit to help with the paint that I got where I don't want it. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to take my paste scraper and we're going to scrape off that wax that we put on there. I'm a little nervous with how this is going to go, but we're going to see, okay? Thank you for the follow. Anytime y'all hit that follow button, that number behind me does move. Let's see. I think I'm going to get out this. I'm going to get out this guy. Oh yeah, that's better. So just lightly applying pressure, and it's taking off the paint where the wax was, right? Ooh, I am loving this. This looks very vintagey, rustic. Thank you for following, Cheryl. I so appreciate that. I really appreciate it. All right, a little bit over here. All right, what do y'all think? It's not perfect. It's not the exact look I was going for, but I don't hate it. Thank you. That's okay, Linda. You're fine, girl. No need to apologize. I am going to go on the edge in some parts and peel that up. Oh, boom. Sorry, y'all. All right. Just bear with it. Just go with it. Let's dry this guy. And then we'll chippy it, and then it's going to be time to put it together, okay? So if you're just popping on, say hey. I might sand it a little too, Miss Karen. I do like the way that it looks, though. But let's get this completely dry. I did get a little thicker in some areas, so we got to make sure that it's dry. Yes, the key word is windmill. Hi, Tammy. How are you? How are you, my beautiful friend? I hope you are doing well. Okay, let me grab this link for y'all. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna find it. Maybe. No. I want y'all to join my broadcast channel right here. Okay. Hold on. Oh my gosh. Alex. Copy. Here we go. Hi, Nancy. I'm going to drop in the comments a link to join my broadcast channel. That is where you're going to get updates about chalk, cutouts, all of that. And I am going to put a discount code in for the, Tiki Teal, I like that one, for today's cutout. So if you like this cutout and you want it, make sure you join that broadcast channel, and I will drop an exclusive discount code for y'all to grab it. Hello, Janny. How are you? I'm assuming you're Janny and not Dave. All right, that seems pretty dry. I'm going to just go ahead and go in with my paint scraper, and I'm just going to lightly do it just because I did put quite a bit of wax on this guy. And I don't want it, maybe all of it, to come up. I think I kind of over-waxed it a little, if I'm being honest. Boom. Oh my goodness. He's grumpy today. Cheryl, welcome on in. If you are new, my name is Alex. Saw in here, wasn't sure. It's just a way for me to give you information. The great thing about it is like people can only hit the heart button or like thumb up a post. They can't respond. So you shouldn't be getting inundated with people responding to things. You know what I mean? So it's just a way to get out information. I'll do exclusive stuff in there for y'all. Give y'all the heads up on things over in there. All right. Do we like that, or should we chip it a little bit more? What do y'all think? Leave it, keep it, or chip more? He does have a lot to say today. He's grumpy. Leave it. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Leave it. Don't touch it, Alex. Okay. So let's go back to this. I am going to sand some of the edges just a bit. And sand the top part of it. All right, I think that looks pretty good. Let's start putting this sucker together. Okay, so I know it's hard to tell, but the letters are scored on there, so you know exactly where to put them. Ooh, y'all, I'm already loving this. Look at that. That is beautiful. Love it. All right, I'm going to use my stick fast glue, and I am going to glue the frame down first. Okay. I am loving that gray and teal together. Okay. Just making sure it does match my shirt. Making sure it is flush against it. Okay. And I think, hold on, I forgot to do this part. Set that to the side. We'll let that sit up for a second. So I painted this in Storm, right? I'm going to take a little bit of shimmer silver, and I'm going to add like a little bit of, I guess, like dimension to this. So I'm going to dab off all that excess. And we're kind of going in to make that effect. Okay. No rhyme or reason. I'm being messy with it. Okay. I just wanted to add a little bit to it to kind of give it a little bit more oomph. Hi, Michelle. How are you? All right. Let's pull this back out. And let's do the beads. A little messy on the sides. So here's the thing. When you're putting this together, one of the beads at the end has like a little cut. That is how you're going to line these up to make them flush one against another, okay? Now I'm kind of thinking we should have done the beads in a different color. Or should we add a little bit of distressing ink to it? I feel like we should. I laid it in my paint. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. It's just the back. I can paint over it. Not a big deal. Should we distress these like in a little bit of black? Whatever reason, it doesn't like me today. Or should we leave them white? Leave it, distress it, distress it. I'm gonna go and do my letters. Leave it. Anybody else? What do y'all think? A little, I think just a smidge. I think it just needs a little something. Should we do black or brown? gray. I don't think I have gray. Gray would be, oh, gray's a good idea though. Okay, we're gonna distress. Just give me a second. So the way that this is gonna be glued, it's gonna kind of layer on top of those two letters. So there are these 3 little pieces that you're gonna glue to the board to make sure that the windmill will sit flush against the other letters. Black, okay. Let me just add these, and while this is sitting up, we will distress. And we're almost done, y'all, I promise. Okay, where is this? All right, let's pull out our black. So I'm gonna use black soot and a little finger dauber, and we're gonna try to distress these extremely lightly. I don't want a ton on there, okay? Ah, messed that up. So that just, yes, that looks better. Yes. Okay. A little bit of black. Get that on there. That looks a lot better. Now, if you don't like the distressed look, you don't have to do that. You could just leave them plain white if you wanted to. Up to you. Thank you. But y'all, we're almost done. We just have to distress this last one and then put it all together. I'm good. How are you, Bambi? All right. Done. Let me put this up, maybe, if it'll let me. Okay. And let's glue. So let me get these set up. So like I told y'all, the beads on one of the ends does have a little part that's cut to where it sits flush against the other bead. Okay, so we're just gonna start with one end, and I'm gonna use my glue. I'm gonna try not to put too much glue to where it'll seep out from underneath. But this should sit, there we go, push down. Hi, Kimmy. All right, let's do this one. This way. Okay, that looks good. And then we'll do this one this way. Just taking my time, making sure that the beads are lined up with the frame. Okay, and one more, and then we're gonna glue our windmill and then we're done, okay? So let me know what y'all think of this project. I am slightly obsessed. I think this is really cute. Yes, they do match up. So that kind of takes the guesswork. So because I put these pieces down, I'm gonna put the glue right on here rather than on the back of the windmill. And your center is gonna obviously line up with the circle and then the piece underneath. And we're done. Let's give it a second to set up. Oh my gosh, that is so cute. What do y'all think? I love this. Now you could do any color frame that you wanted to. I was originally going to do red, but I changed my mind. And I did the teal, and I'm really glad that we did the teal. So what do y'all think? I love it. Love, love, love. Now I am going to take my black marker and I'm going to go along the edges to kind of hide that white. okay? So you see where the white is on that? I'm gonna take my black marker and I'm just gonna go over it to cover it up as much as I can, like so. Same thing on the sides. I probably should have done this with all of the pieces, but we ran out of time. Okay, one last side. And it's done. What? Oh my gosh, this is so cute. What do y'all think? I love this. So make sure y'all, you join my broadcast channel. I'm going to go put an exclusive discount code for this specific cutout until the end of the day. So if you do want this, you can go grab it over in there. But I am obsessed. How would you seal it for outside? I would just use a clear sealant spray. So like, I think Gorilla Glue has some, Rust-Oleum has one, just a clear sealant spray. Your favorite paint markers in your, yes, Karen, they sure are. They sure are. There's lots of different ones in there, but those, all of them I have used. But I love this. So if you want to grab this, comment the word Windmill, and check your messenger, and make sure you join the broadcast channel to get the discount code. Let's pick a winner from the comment to win some Happy Mail. So if y'all haven't already done so, be sure to hit the follow button. That counter behind me does move. My goal is to get to 14,000 by the end of the month. So thank you. Really? Oh, hold on. I gotta log back in. All right. Home Windmill. Get Facebook comments, and let's see. Thank you, Janice. Miss Janice Williams, you are the winner for today. So send me a message and I will get you a form to send to fill out so I can get your information and get you your stuff sent to you, okay? But I absolutely love this. This is so cute, so easy to do. If I can do it, y'all, you can do it, okay? Thank you for following Miss Janice. I hope y'all have a great rest of your day, and I will see y'all probably tomorrow, okay? Bye, guys.